Hello, Crystal Warriors. Welcome to One Pack Fantasy, where we open one pack of something related to Final Fantasy. Yes, it is the starter set, the 2025 edition. There are two of them. There is Zack, and there's one for Cloud. Cloud is like lightning and something else, anyway. But this is crucial, because if I'm going to go forward doing Final Fantasy actual card game stuff, I need to know what the hell I'm talking about. So I got this, a pre-constructed 58 card deck, quick starter guide of 2 sheets, which I guess is the card, maybe like 2 extra cards. So yeah, this will be kind of a content review slash video. It's got tape on it. Look at that. Rawr. There we go. Well, I wasn't saving it anyway, so. Okay, what is this? What is this? This is the starter sheet. Yep. A deck must contain exactly 50 cards. Oh, you can only have up to 3 copies of the same card. Okay. Deal 7 points to condition. Your opponent cannot draw a deal damage when your opponent's deck is empty. Hooray! Because the 8 elements. Oh, that is lightning. Oh, I've been getting those wrong. See, this is why I need this. We'll look at that later. What's the other thing? New feature. Limit Break. Yeah, this is interesting, actually. It's a, you build, the cards with a Limit Break have an LB icon on the left right corner. Card decoration part of the frame is also different. Cards with Limit Break are added to a LB deck, which is separate from the 50 card deck. If you're using constructed format, LB cannot be included in the main deck. When preparing for the game, the LB deck is placed face down in a position where it is clear it is the LB deck. Our condition is below the damage zone. LB deck does not need to be shuffled. LB must be maximum deck 8. Must include 3 of the same card. How to use. You can cast a face down card from the LB deck at any time you are able to cast a regular card. You, like, cast enter the field of trade, break, return, Okay, you can check the LB deck, the face-up card. How do you turn a card face up? How does that work? Face down card, take any time. LB. Must pay LB cost. Initial cost to basic cost, you must pay LB, the LB cost, and then by element break X. Okay, that's how it works. Alright. So when it says limit break, you turn 2 limit break cards face up. Okay, that's how it works. On the back here. Oh, it's a field. Interesting. So there you go. So if you want to learn how to play the Final Fantasy card game, it's a good place to start. So what is in this? Yeah, this is ending up being like a product review here. Forward, backup, monsters, summon, excitement. Okay, it's just both sides, just the actual rules. Alright. Yeah, we'll go through that later. Turn phase. Active, draw, main, attack, main, end, and tell the opponent to fuck off. Alright. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes here. Zack, the Lego Maniac. Or is he? Maybe. I don't know. Anyone remember those commercials from back in the day? The Zack, the Lego Maniac? Or was it just me? Alright, how do we open these? Yeah, so this is 58 cards. Which means outside of a few choice cards, there are probably like following the rules, have like 3 copies of each. Damn it, why can't I have fingernails? I work in a place where my fingernails get chomped really quickly, very quickly. Fine. That ain't working yet. There we go. Okay, we got them. Good. I thought I had problems opening packs. Opening this thing is a horrible... Friggin'. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Alright. And my phone is crooked. Or is it? No. Alright, on to the fun stuff. Starting off with a foil of Zack. Full art. Yeah, because there's the regular one of them. Yeah. If your opponent controls 3 or more forwards, Zack gains haste, which means he can attack the turn he gets cast. When Zack enters the field or attacks, deal 1,000 damage to each backup you control to all the forwards opponent controls. So if you have 4 backups, boom, there's 4,000 damage. Yeah, and he's 9,000 power. That is pretty nasty. Like I said, we got 2 regular versions of him. Wook-Lamat. 3-drop red. Princess Warrior. Good for her. 7,000 power. If you control 7 or more characters, Wook-Lamat gains, if a forward you control deal damage to a forward, the damage increases by 2,000 instead. When Wook-Lamat enters the field or attacks, choose 1 forward opponent controls. If you control 5 or more characters, deal it 7,000 damage. Damn. That is Battle Maiden material right there. Holy shit. Maybe. Ward. It's Lacuna's buddy. You can only pay for fire CP to cast Ward. So, you gotta put 1. You got 5. He's class 3. It's not much. EX Burst. When Ward enters the field, choose 1 forward. Deal it 7,000 damage. He has 8,000. Holy shit. Tavis. It's 5-drop, 9,000 power, forward. When Tavis enters the field, you may search for 1 job warrior or card name warrior and add it to your hand. I can't see how much that is. 0. Pay 1 job warrior or card name warrior of... Play 1 warrior. Cost 3 or less from your hand onto the field. You can only use this ability during your turn and only once per turn. There's a warrior. He's a backup. I'll look up what that means later. Activate, put warrior into the break zone. Choose 1 forward. It gains plus 1,000 power to the end of turn. 1 flyer, 1 colorless, and activate, put warrior in the break zone. Choose 1 forward. Deal it 5,000 damage. Thank you for your sacrifice. Palom. He's a black mage. Backup. When Palom enters the field, choose 1 forward. Deal it 4,000 damage. If you control a card named Porom forward, deal it 8,000 damage instead. I really hope Porom's in here, because that would be kind of awkward if it wasn't. Machinist. The backup. Pay 1 fire. Discard Machinist. Draw 1 card. You can only use this ability if Machinist is in your hand. So, Machinist has Cycle. Ifrit. Summon. EX Burst. Choose 1 forward. Deal it 9,000 damage. Holy fucking ass crackers. That is... And you get 3 of this guy. Charlotte. Huh. Well, yeah. Let's say, I was gonna make a Charlotte Flair joke, but that slipped my mind. She is 4-drop water, 8,000 power. If Charlotte is dealt damage, reduce the damage by 1,000 instead. The forward you control cannot be chosen by your opponent's summon of cost 1. The forward's opponent controls cannot use active abilities. You get 4 of her. Yuna! Part of the Gull Wings, which was X2, but okay. She's 4-drop, water, 7,000 power. When unit enters the field, you may play one forward of cost 3 from your hand onto the field. Oh, you get a freebie. When unit attacks, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Add one card among them to your hand and return the other cards to the bottom of your deck in any order, but not that order. Get 3 of those. Alphinud. Easy forward. Scion of the Seventh Dawn. 3-drop water, 6,000 power. When a Finald enters the field, your opponent selects one dull forward they control. Put it into the break zone. Damage 3. Afniud gains plus 2,000 power. Only 2 of those. Leonora. She has the X burst. Back up. Apopo. 3-drop water. EX burst. When Leonora enters the field, you may search for one card named Polom or one card Porom and add them to your hand. And you can do that 3 times. There's Porom. She's a white mage. When Porom enters the field, discard one card. If the discarded card is not a Category 4 card, draw a card. If the discarded card is Category 4 card, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Activate, put Porom in the break zone, choose one forward. During this turn, the next damage dealt to it is reduced by 2,000 power. So she sacrifices herself. And you get 3 of her. Geomancer, who is water? Wouldn't he be an earth? It's a single drop, backup. Water, pay 1 water, discard, draw a card. Basically same thing for Machinist. And you get 3 times to do that. Oh, it's a fairy. That's a summon, isn't it? Yep. EX burst, choose one forward, activate it, draw 1 card. Activate, alright. And you get to do that 3 times. Hooray. Yuzuki. She is dual water. You can use either water or fire to pay for her. She's a forward warrior. Good for her. 7,000 power. If a fire forward you control is dealt damage by your opponent's ability, the damage becomes 0 instead. If a water forward you control is dealt damage, reduces the damage by 2,000 instead. Jet. He is water and fire 4-drop, 9,000 power. Fire and water. Until end of turn, Jet gains haste, first strike, and brawl. You can only use this ability during your turn. Jet beam. S. Tap. Or activate. Choose a forward. Deal 8,000 damage. Yeah, I know. I got the rules and I'm still on. And we got stuff for the limit break. Alright. Zack. 3-drop red. 7,000 damage. Cards with LB cannot be included in your main deck. Limit break 1. When Zack enters the field, choose one forward, deal it 3,000 damage. Got 2 of those. Got Vincent. Yeah, okay, that Vincent. 5-drop red. 8,000 power, limit break 2, first strike, which I think means he deals damage first before anything else. When Vincent enters the field, you may put 1 fire backup you control into the break zone. When you do so, choose 1 forward opponent controls, deal it 9,000 damage. Leo, limit break, 3-drop water. He's a king, if you can believe it. 3,000 power. When Leo enters the field, draw a card. Thanks, Leo. And Luso. 5-drop. It's colorless, which means you can use it for anything. I think technically that's light, but I mean, it's got the light backdrop, but I don't know. I think light you can play with any. Light is are probably going to be played using the CP of any element. However, there can only 1 character of either affiliation in the field. Light and dark cards don't generate CP when discarded, so be careful not to include too many in your deck. Okay. It's a fire drop light, 5,000 power. When Luso enters the field, choose one character you control. You may search for one job standard unit of the same element as the chosen character and add it to your hand. When a job standard unit enters the field, Luso gains plus 4,000 power until the end of the turn. Damn. There's only one of him, obviously. And, of course, the Ultima weapon. I think. No, wait, okay, yeah. Technically, yes. 6-drop, fire and water. Limit break 2. When Ultima weapon enters the field, choose one forward. If you control 4 or more fire creatures, it deals 9,000 damage. When Ultima weapon enters the field, if you control 4 or more water characters, your opponent selects one forward they control and put it in their break zone. Doosh. That is... And you get 2 chances of those. There's a lot of heavy hitters in this deck. Holy shit. A lot going on. You know what? But, like I said, I mean, they gave us this fantastic Battle Maiden right out the deck. So she just like goes through and wrecks everybody. Of course, the more characters you have, the more damage shit she does, which is awesome. So yeah, that is the Final Fantasy Starter Set, Volume 1. Volume 2 is Cloud, which I may do later. I do want to do later. Actually, I want to get both of them, at the very least, to have a set. Because I think these are I think they're like their own set. 20. I think they're their own set. So it's like just these two, and then boom, you get the entire collection. But yeah, I also get a cool foily Zack for your collection. That is. Yeah, I don't. What am I ending this with? I don't know. I will see you tomorrow. Pokemon. It's Yoli Book Flood, and there's Pokemon stuff going on. In any case, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.